Hello everybody. Well guys, we're getting so much feedback on these videos about West Mifflin. Some communities just intrigue people. One of those is West Mifflin, and people are saying, hey Joe, I'm single. How can I meet other single people in West Mifflin? Well, here are 3 good ways to set yourself to meet singles in West Mifflin. And just like the other communities we've given advice on this topic to, we lean toward getting away from the bars, and we lean toward joining communities, associations, clubs, etc. It's so much easier to meet somebody when you're there for tennis lessons or art appreciation class or whatever it is. So it takes the pressure off rather than just being at a bar and downing yet another Jägermeister you don't need. So along those lines, though, the number one thing that in a discussion of this came up the other day of how to meet singles in West Mifflin is the West Mifflin Mosquito Net Makers of America Social Hour. So West Mifflin is the world headquarters of the Mosquito Net Makers Association of America. Now, believe it or not, most of the people that work there are single, and they decided to have their own social hour, and it's become one of the biggest community events for singles in the city. So if you're interested in going to something unusual but meeting high quality people, go to the West Mifflin Mosquito Net Makers Association of America Happy Hour. Look it up online. Now, I know you don't believe me, but that's number 1 on the list. Now, number 2 is, like we mentioned earlier, the West Mifflin Museum of Modern Art. Now, it's a smaller art museum. It's actually about it's probably about the size of your dining room, and they usually only have 2 art pieces in there at any one time. Most of the time it's just 1. But they're focusing on quality and not quantity, guys. And you will meet easily 10 to 20 singles at the West Mifflin Museum of Modern Art social gatherings. So they have art appreciation nights, they have jazz nights, they have retro disco dance nights, kind of 70s, 80s music, dance music, Donna Summer, that kind of stuff, Bee Gees. Now, the dance floor's not real big because the art museum is only the size of your dining room. But just like your dining room, you take out the furniture and you got room enough to cut a jig. And it's a real neat way to meet high quality, high class, educated people if that's what you're interested in. Not everybody is, but in West Mifflin there's a lot of those types. And number 3 on the list, guys, this may not follow in line with what we just said about West Mifflin, but it's a trend that's taken over the country, and it's something that West Mifflin is right on top of. Take a car repair class. There are 15 to 20 car repair places in West Mifflin that have classes going, and plus the West Mifflin Community College Extension Department also has classes. If you're a woman in particular that wants to meet cool guys that either are really good with cars and are just trying to sharpen their skills, expand their knowledge base, or are dorks like me that don't know the front end of a car from the rear end, then you should join these classes, right? Because it's going to be useful for you. That's all 3. Talk to you.